Today, I'm going to walk you through a quick and super useful skill in Photoshop, how to create custom borders and edges for your images. By the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to frame any photo or design with a crisp, colored, or even patterned edge, perfect for social media, portfolios, or just adding a touch of flair to your work. Let's jump right in. So first things first, go ahead and open Photoshop. Give it a moment to load if you haven't used it in a while, and open up the image you want to work with. If you're just practicing, starting with a blank project works too. Once you've got your workspace ready, we're going to use the rectangular marquee tool. You'll find this on the toolbar. It looks like a dotted rectangle. Click on it and then click and drag across your canvas. Now, instead of just selecting the whole image, try to make your selection a little smaller than the actual canvas size. This is going to be the inner edge of your border. It's okay if your selection isn't perfectly centered, or even the first time. If you want to redo it, just click somewhere outside the selection to deselect, and then drag again. Think about this like taping off the edges of a canvas before you paint. You want a little space so your border stands out. Next, look up at the menu bar at the very top of your screen, and click on Select. From the drop-down, hover over Modify, then choose Border. This part is really cool. It lets us turn the area around our selection into a frame. When the small dialog box pops up, set the width of your border. For this tutorial, I'll set it to 30 pixels, which gives us a nice visible edge. If you're working on a really large image, you might want to go a bit bigger, but 30px works great for most digital projects. Click OK, and now you'll notice your selection has changed to create a perfect border area. Now we get to the fun part, adding color. Find the Paint Bucket tool, which looks just like, well, a little bucket tipping over. If you don't see it, it might be nested under the Gradient tool in your toolbar. So just right-click and select Paint Bucket. Make sure your foreground color is set to something you like, maybe a classic black or white for a clean look, or pick a bright color for something bold. Then simply click inside the border selection. Photoshop will fill that area with your chosen color, instantly giving you a crisp edge around your image. But let's take it a step further and add a patterned border for some real personality. Up at the top toolbar, there's an option to change your foreground from color to pattern. Click it, and a menu should pop up with a variety of default patterns, or maybe some custom ones you've added over time. Choose one that matches the mood of your image. For example, a subtle geometric pattern looks amazing on modern designs, or a painterly texture can make your photo feel like it's really on canvas. With your border selection still active, click again with the Paint Bucket tool, but this time your border will fill with the pattern you picked instead of a solid color. If anything looks off, don't worry. You can always undo your last step with Ctrl+Z and try different options. Play around until you find a style you love. And that's it. You've made a custom border in Photoshop. With just a few simple tools, you can totally transform your artwork or photos, making them pop and stand out on any platform. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to give it a like and leave a comment down below if you have any questions or if you want to see more Photoshop tricks. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching and happy creating!